Awesome, 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 guys. We're going to get started in about 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. I know it's Father's Day, but I just want to welcome every single person, all the guests. I mean, this has been a couple weeks in the making, so we're really excited about it. But just bear with me, guys, because, you know, as these technology, advancements happen, so do errors. So we just want to make sure we deliver a good presentation, a good webinar tonight. So we'll get started in about 60 seconds. I just want to make sure everything's good. If you can see everything okay, just go ahead and comment in the section. I know some of you guys are on YouTube, some of you guys aren't. If you are on YouTube or you want to be on YouTube, obviously the link is in the emails that we were sending people. But go ahead and say, I can see you in the comment section from YouTube if you can actually see me. All right, we're going to get started in about 30 seconds, guys, just making sure everything's good. Like I said, if you can hear me, go ahead and say I can hear you. And if not, obviously let me know. All right, I'm going to take a quick sip of my water, so if you hear me gulping, don't be weirded out, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, some of you can see a picture, some of you can't. If you haven't clicked the play button, let's see, hold on. This is why we do this. This is why we set up a few minutes in advance to make sure. If you guys can also, okay, so we have sound down. Can everybody see me? Or not me, obviously, but I guess the guy that's sitting there in his living room. Okay, perfect. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started. My name is Jesse Belvin. I am the seven-figure dad, and I'm excited. You know, I haven't done one of these in over a year at least, I think, and you know, I'm excited. I really am. We're out here in Connecticut, just chilling, and you know, my wife was hitting me up. Oh man, a couple weeks ago, and she said, "Hey, you know what? We should do a webinar. We should do a free webinar because there's so many people reaching out to me right now, and they're saying, hey, Jesse, now more than ever before, I want to get into this whole blogging thing." And we're going to go over a lot of stuff. We're going to go over like what's the purpose of a blog, you know, because there are some different opinions on what it exactly consists of, what it exactly is. And we're going to be going over all that tonight, how to monetize it, the whole works. But here's what I want to do before we get started. I want to do something. I want to let you guys know. Here's the thing. It's Father's Day. Okay, it's Father's Day, and I just, you know, since we have the chat box up and I'm kind of a free flower, just want to make sure this is all good. If I want to get your permission on something, okay? If I go ahead and deliver a really kick-ass webinar, one that, I mean, absolutely blows your mind to where you're like, oh my gosh, like I figured out what I want to do with my life. This is amazing. I want your permission, and feel free to let me know in the chat box. I want your permission to go ahead and drop a really kick-ass Father's Day, I guess, special. Yeah, so just let me know if that's okay with you, and just go ahead and put in the chat box so I have your permission to go ahead and do that. We'll make this about 25 to 30 minutes long, and I just want to make sure that nobody's uncomfortable with this, because I promise you this is going to be really killer. You guys are going to love this. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of lag on the chat box. All right, we're getting the thumbs up. We are ready to rock. So how to start earning money from a blog, okay? And how you can earn your first check fast, okay? Now, what will you learn? I promise in just over the next hour, right? I can go a little bit faster, I promise you guys. You will have an exact step-by-step blueprint for creating a profitable blog. If you don't have a business or brand, you will have a template to follow to transform your blog into a money-making machine. Plus, you will also learn 3 proven methods we use to generate income online through content marketing. Now, here's the thing. You're going to hear me refer to blogging and content marketing. It's essentially the same thing. I just feel when I say blogging, because I remember when I started a coaching program back in the day, I was talking about blogging, and I didn't want to like actually create bloggers, like where it was just like, hey, I'm just a blogger writing a zine, that sort of thing, hang out in Starbucks. No. You'll find out tonight that a blog is actually a useful tool to help you with your business or brand that you come up with. Okay, so I promise you, this will be killer and have you completely thinking differently than you probably were about blogging or content marketing, whatever you want to call it. Note, results are not typical, so don't be typical, okay? All right. Now, I'm Jesse. For those of you that don't know me, right, I know that there's a lot of people on here that actually don't know me. I'm a 28-year-old entrepreneur specializing in, you guessed it, content marketing. My background also consists of motivational speaking, network marketing, and internet marketing. I've been an entrepreneur now for about the last 5.5 years, but I've actually been working from home for the last 4.5 years. And my goal here tonight is to show you how you can as well. Now, this is what I wanted to talk about. The common misconception of blogging, okay? I'm picking on this guy. He doesn't deserve that, but Starbucks is too mainstream. I work in an indie cafe, right? We've all gone to these little coffee shops and seen people that are just chilling on their laptops, typing away, right? That can be what I'm talking about, but more likely than not, it's not. My misconception was like, that's blogging? Like, I don't want to do that, right? This is what I thought a blogger looked like. When in reality, a blog may be a venting tool to some. To the wealthy entrepreneur, it is a vital selling tool. You guys will figure out how here in just a moment. Now, this is my all-time favorite slide. I'm actually the one that's like, this has to be in here because I want you to see some of these faces who I know are familiar, and these are all people that have blogs. Okay, Russell Brunson. We have Timothy Sykes over here on the right. Mark Cuban. Okay, Kim Kardashian below. Believe it or not, she has a blog. Okay, we have Gary Vaynerchuk, Tim Ferriss. I mean, you probably recognize all these people. Grant Cardone. You'll figure out that if you want to be a top entrepreneur online, it is vital that you have a blog. Okay, so when people go, oh, Jesse's a blogger, I kinda, but what I'm using is my blog as a tool to really get my message across for the business and brand that I'm building. Now, the internet has power to connect millions of people from around the world. Thus, it also has the capabilities to bring your business or future business to millions of target market worldwide that you may have never had access to without it. Now, do you even blog, bro, right? That's the question. Do you even blog? Here's the thing. A mentor of mine once said, if you're not online with your business, guess what? You're not in business. So my question for you is, are you online and are you blogging, right? Because if you're online, that's great. That's a great first step. But if you're not blogging, well, you need to get on that, right? Now, I'm going to go over some facts. And guys, I'm not really a stats person. I'm definitely more of a blue type, right? Kind of hanging out, partying. But I'm going to go over some numbers, but I'll make this quick. But it's important that you know these numbers because guess what? We're going to have some super analytical people on here that I'm sure like, okay, this is all cool, but like, let's see some numbers. Let's see some facts, okay? So in 2013, 128 million people in the US were officially blog readers, okay? So just if you guys look at my little key chart up at the top right, you can kind of figure out what's going on there. But if we're thinking about this, 128 million people. Now let's say you have a shop. My mom had a pasta shop, okay? So she had a pasta shop. So it was in a town called Battleground, Washington, right? Now she was only able to market to a certain amount of people because guess what? She wasn't online, wasn't blogging, wasn't doing these sort of things. So 128 million people, or 50, which one would rather be your target audience? I'd rather go with the 128 million. That's why I'm so passionate about online. And I'll tell you this right now, okay? If you're in a business currently that doesn't promote building online, then you're in the wrong business, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, as good as like face-to-face contact is, right? There's nothing that is going to beat the amount of people you can talk to online. I don't know about you, but I basically live on Facebook. So it's important that you understand that your target audience, right, is probably living online as well. 182 videos, okay? What does that mean? The average person watches 182 videos online per month. I remember when I first made this slide for this webinar over a year and a half ago, I wasn't even that person. I didn't watch a whole lot of videos at the time. I was like, wow, that's really interesting. Over the last year, I am like watching so many videos. I watch so many videos. I live on Twitter and I just watch video after video after video after video. This is important. Why is that? Because some of you guys are probably saying, you know what, I suck at writing. I suck. I'm not a good writer, right? You're probably thinking a lot like I did. But guess what? There's this thing that starts with a V. It's called vlogging, right? It's essentially the same purpose, getting your information out, right? But you can do it via video. And people love watching videos, as you can see. You know, it's kind of like the equivalent of like a coloring book, right? Or reading a book with pictures, right? Some of you guys like, I don't want to read all this text. I want to get the media. Right? That's why this is important. 182 videos per month on the average person watches. I mean, that's insane. 67% business-to-business marketers who use blogs generate 67% more leads than those that do not. If success leaves clues, right? We've all heard this before. If success leaves clues, that's a massive clue. Okay, so that's something that you're gonna want to like really. I mean, hopefully you're taking notes. That would be smart. That would be obviously something you would want to write down. Okay, 37%. 37% of marketers say blogs are the most valuable type of content marketing. Okay, now there are other types of content marketing, you know, as far as email marketing, that sort of thing. But I'm telling you right now, the majority, right, 37%, because there's so many different aspects to content marketing. 37% of marketers say that blogging is the most valuable form, right? So you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of it. 60% of consumers feel more positive about a company after reading custom content on its site. I mean, it's actually a weird thing to me when I go to like a website now and I'm like, let's see what this site's all about. Let's see what this company's all about. And I try to go on a blog, and maybe it's not a blog they update very often, or maybe they don't have one at all. I'm instantly turned off by that because it's 2017, I think, right? 2017. I get confused on which year we're in. It's 2017. Why don't you have a blog? Okay, I'm telling you right now, if you're running a big business, small business, you're an entrepreneur, you gotta have one. Okay, so I'm in, right? How hard is it to actually make money? Blogging makes sense. You know, it's like kind of one of those things I would say easier said than done. Okay, but how hard is it actually to make money? I'm gonna go over some real stats for you guys. Okay, the ways to make money blogging to create the lifestyle you deserve, I'm going to go over 3 of them that I love. Okay, I'm going to go over 3 of them that I love. Products and services, affiliate marketing links, and coaching services. Okay, these are 3 really typical ways to actually go out there and make money through your blog. Now, how to start earning money from your blog. Let's get into it, okay? Affiliate marketing. This used to be my least favorite. I will be honest. I'll be honest. When I got involved in internet marketing, some of you guys know me, I have a huge ego. Oh my gosh, I have a huge ego, right? So when I got into internet marketing, I was like, okay, so here's the brand, 7-Figure Dad. I'm going to make sure that this 7-Figure Dad thing is all anybody's talking about. 7-Figure Dad, 7-Figure Dad, 7-Figure Dad. And when I figured out affiliate marketing, I was like, oh, that's cool, I guess, but I'd rather come up with my own products, which we'll talk about here in a second. Okay, now why did I want to come up with my own products? It's because I didn't want to share the commissions with anybody or any company. Okay, now what is affiliate marketing? It's a marketing arrangement by which an online retailer pays a commission to an external website or marketer for traffic or sales generated from its referrals. Okay, so in layman's terms, this is how I describe it. You've got the potential client over here, and then on the other side, you've got the business. Now, what you are is the bridge. You're essentially responsible for driving the traffic to the business. And the business will either pay you by just bringing in leads or pay you on the actual confirmed sale. Okay, so that's affiliate marketing. Now, obviously, they're not going to pay you 100% because the company's got to turn a profit. That was kind of where my issue was. But here's what I figured out, you guys, and this is why I'm gonna really harp on affiliate marketing now. I figured out that even though I was excited about making my own products, that I'm more of a time person than a money person. Okay, I'm more of a time person than a money person. I would rather make $500,000 a year and have all the time in the world than make like $2 million a year and have absolutely no time to hang out with my friends or family. Okay, give me the 500,000. Let me go travel around, have my own time. That's the difference, in my opinion, from affiliate marketing to creating your own products in the beginning. My recommendation for people is to start off with affiliate marketing. Okay, start off with affiliate marketing and then move into your own products. Now you're probably like, well, why are we talking about affiliate marketing? Why are we talking about products? It's because it's different ways to monetize your blog. All right, I can type all these words till I'm blue in the face, but how do I get paid? One of the most popular ways is affiliate marketing. Now, some of the ways you can be an affiliate with Amazon, you can be an affiliate with hosting, lead pages, or I guess landing pages in general. There's a lot of different companies, ClickFunnels, lead pages, Online Sales Pro. There's so many different ones out there, right? But essentially, you're going to have different banners. You're from widgets. You're going to have different links. You're going to have all sorts of different stuff caked in your blog, and those, generally speaking, will be affiliate links. Okay, if you're smart. That's the easiest way, the quickest way, in my opinion, to get paid. Now, if you're already a professional at something, right, then I'm saying, hey, listen, you want to go for your products and services, you can do what I did, okay? Now, what are products and services? The potential to make $100,000 from your own information product can be done relatively cheaply, and once you see figures, it will astound you. But guess what? The 100,000 is just an example for what I'm about to give you. Okay, you can make as many as high as you want. You can make as low as you want, depending on how good your products are. Okay, now I'm just going to tell you guys one of the easiest ways to do this, if you're taking notes, is to, generally speaking, if you want to gain followers, is to offer them for something for free. Okay, then you're going to offer them something cheaper. That's called a tripwire. And then essentially what you want to do is lead them into that big product, right? The big product. Now, the tripwire and the free product, whatever you're offering them, right? Maybe it's an ebook, maybe it's a free consultation, whatever it is. It's designed, both of those are designed to be so good, right? The tripwire is essentially them spending a little bit of money, getting used to spending money before you offer them something big. But the idea behind the first two, the free one and the tripwire, is to essentially gain their trust. You want those people saying, wow, 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 those products were so good and I barely spent any money. I can only imagine what that bigger product is worth, right? I can only imagine, like, oh man, they want $1,000 for it, but I can only imagine the content that so-and-so is about to drop. If they were willing to give all that free content and the tripwire, they won't call it a tripwire, obviously, but all that good stuff, and I'm only out of pocket like $6. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so that's generally speaking how you'll see it. You'll start to see people, you see all these ads pop up on Facebook. Generally speaking, it's free, 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 free. Then we get you on something that's called a tripwire. Then it leads you into this bigger product, right? So $37 ebooks, right? $37 ebook doesn't sound like a lot, but let's say you times it by 2,703 sold, right? Maybe you have a lot of people that come in and want that free ebook. That's 100 grand right there. Boom, right? If you break that down per month, that's 225 ebooks per month, and you're at 6 figures. Okay, so it's so funny because I hear about different people that have started this club or this project or that, and they didn't put a lot of money on, a high ticket, high price onto it. And at first I was like, man, you guys are crazy. But then it's like, man, there's a lot of people out there that would want this. And then all of a sudden, these people are making 6 figures, 7 figures, and it's because it accumulates. There's a lot of people out there that you don't realize that are looking, chances are, for your product or service, right? So less than 10 a day, and you could be a 6-figure earner with those price points. Okay, now guys, this is just an example of a $37 ebook, right? So, and we've all seen the ebooks out there. Are there 10 people in the world that you can help with your knowledge or benefit from what you have to say? Chances are, yeah. Now here's the thing, and this is what I really want to get across. Actually, I'm going to get across to it in the next slide because it's very important. But it goes kind of with the products and services that we were just talking about. Okay, so coaching services, right? Seem a little out of your league? Think again. An expert is considered someone who knows more about a topic than 80% of the population. Okay, so before I read on, I want you to think about that. The question is, what do you know more about than 80% of the population out there? Chances are it's something. chances are it's something. You know, I study a lot from Russell Brunson. You'll hear me refer to him a lot. And Russell Brunson is the king of saying, hey, listen, I started off as a really good wrestler. So then I got into making videos and helping this wrestling team out with different wrestling moves and coaching them and that sort of thing. Now, you wouldn't think you could make money showing somebody wrestling moves, but guess what? He did. And that's the thing, because he knew more about wrestling than 80% of the population. There are so many people out there that don't know about something specific that you know a lot about, that you're not giving yourself credit for. Okay, I don't care if it's video games. I don't care if it's politics. I don't care what it is. Chances are you know something more than 80% of the population. Russell Brunson said the key to overcoming doubt when it comes to being a coach, right? Some of you guys are like, man, there's so many coaches out there. Some of you guys are like, oh man, I can't be a coach because I'm not talented. But the key to overcoming the doubt when it comes to being a coach is simply being one chapter ahead than your students. I remember this, okay? I became a coach, probably a year and a half ago, maybe closer to 2 years, but I'll say a year and a half. I absolutely was not confident. Now, did I know a lot about internet marketing? Did I know a lot about blogging? Yes, but I wasn't confident myself because I knew that there was still a lot of stuff that I didn't know. But that quote was so key for me to see, because it's like, you just have to be one chapter ahead than your students. Okay, so now that's not supposed to, feel scammy or, slimy. What it's really supposed to do is give you confidence in the fact that you can go out there and you can coach somebody something. You can teach somebody something. And this is just another way to monetize your website, your blog, right? So hopefully this kind of makes sense, guys. I wanted to go over 3 ways for you to essentially monetize your blog, for you to essentially go out there and make an income today from online. Now, I really want to drop knowledge, right? I didn't want this to just be like a quick thing. So I want to give you guys 5 quick content marketing hacks. Okay. Now, Erica hates when I use the word hack. Essentially, I mean tips, guys. But these are some really good stuff that if you started a blog can help you get, a lot of return readers, a bigger audience, right? Pick a searchable URL. This is one of the biggest mistakes when I'm coaching people, when I work with people, I see them make. This is one of the biggest no-nos. Okay. Guess what? When you go out there and you pick a URL, the keyword is searchable. Your name is not searchable, okay? Your name is not searchable. So unless your name is John Smith, your name is not searchable, right? Or Michael Jordan, and chances are you'd want to stay away from those names anyways, because you're going to be buried on Google, right? So the key for me, I was like, okay, listen, I can't do Jesse Belvin for once, or for one reason. There is a famous artist out there. I don't remember if it was jazz music or something way back in the day. His name was Jesse Belvin. The guy has kind of ruined my life as far as searching for stuff on Google. But what I'll tell you is I knew I wanted to take people on a journey with me, okay? No, I have not made 7 figures. No. I've made 6 figures in pretty much everything I've ever done since I became an entrepreneur, but I've never made 7 figures. But I wanted to keep people on a journey with me, right? So between being searchable and getting people on the journey with me, that's how I came up with 7-Figure Dad. I knew 7 figures was searchable. I knew Dad was very searchable, and that's what it was. I wanted people to come on this journey with me to 7 figures, and I'm telling you right now, my main audience is from Google searches. Believe it or not, my main audience every single day is being searched on Google. It's crazy when you find something that's truly searchable. All right. Now this is another one. People don't even know this, but you wouldn't believe how many people neglect this. Comment on other influencers' blogs. Guys, I just showed you this screen with all these different people that have blogs. Go comment on them. Most of them will have it set up to where you can actually put in your URL address, so people can be redirected back to your website if you just leave a comment. I just went on Tim Ferriss's blog a couple days ago, and I just wrote a comment on one of his blogs. I said, wow, this is really good. I put my address in, my URL, and I'm already getting people coming back to my website from Tim Ferriss's. This is huge, and honestly, based off of how many comments these guys get on their blogs, you can tell that many people are not taking advantage of this, which is just crazy to me. All right. Guest posting. This is something I actually found out right away and took advantage of right away. And it's a 2-way street. Okay. So I'm going to break this down for you. Let people guest post on your website. What that does is once they're done, right? Maybe they come up with something really cool, something awesome. Maybe it has something to do with entrepreneurship, whatever. Now, guess what? That person's going to help you promote that post, which is going to drive in traffic from their network. Now, if their network likes what they read, chances are they'll come back. That's huge, and that's how I took advantage of it big time. I had people, I was coming up with I called it the Friday happy hour, and I had all these top influencers coming up with guest posts, interviews, you name it. They would help me advertise for it, pump it up, whatever, and their networks would come in and I would reap the benefits of it, right? Now they do too because it's more content for them, whatever, but here's the other aspect to it, right? It's when you actually go guest post for other people as well, because here's what's awesome. I've been a part of income reports. I've guest posted for other people, and when people like even just as simple, I've been on podcasts, just as simple as, like I said, going to somebody's comment section and seeing my stuff, they come back and check out my website. Imagine what happens when you're on a podcast. Imagine what happens when you're on a guest post. I was a published guest blogger for Party Plan magazine. That is still paying off today from people that loved what I wrote months and months and months ago. Okay, so it's a two-way street. You want to let people guest blog for you, and you want to be a part of their stuff as well. Whether it's a podcast, whether it's a guest post, you name it. The highest percentage of users read blogs in the morning. So it's really important. So this is another hack for you guys. Make sure you set your blog to post in the morning and send out your email to the list at that time, right? So we're all going to build lists, okay? I won't talk too much about it, but if I'm coaching somebody, I'm going to make sure they're building a massive list, okay? Because what happens is when you're done with your blog and you post it, not everybody will see it, because if you think about it, you post it on Facebook, Facebook messes with your algorithm. But one thing Facebook can't mess with is your email list. So if you build up a really big email list, let's say 100 people, let's say 1,000 people, and then you're done with your blog post in the morning, send it out to your subscribers so they can get first access to your blog. That will help making sure you have sticky readers, right? Sticky readers, people that have read once that come back for more. And then the last thing, make your content more shareable using a click-to-tweet plugin, right? I mean, think about it, guys. So many people are on Twitter, and this is just one aspect to it. You can do click to all sorts of different things, but click-to-tweet is a very popular one. You'll have a click-to-tweet at the bottom of your blog or whatever. Somebody clicks it. Maybe you have a custom message in there that says, I read Jesse's blog on whatever. Now they tweet it out. Let's say 10, 15, 20 people see that tweet. Boom, now they're all clicking that link, coming back to your post. These are just 5 quick content marketing hacks that I've personally used that have helped my site become very, very searchable, and my list is huge. I mean, people come back and read every single blog post I have, and we're just getting started, so it's really awesome, guys. So hopefully you're taking notes. Hopefully this made sense to you. I wanted to give some serious value in this webinar, so you left here going, wow, not only do I want to get involved with content marketing, but now I know how to actually go out there and make some serious money right away. Let's see. All right, now, word of caution, right? As they say in Hercules, right? Word of caution to this tale. Content marketing, like any other industry, has a high failure rate. I want to be honest. I want to be upfront. I don't want to be a snake oil salesman. I don't want you to think like I'm pulling your leg. 80%, I'm going to give you an example of a couple of industries out there, right? 80% of licensed real estate agents never sell a home, right? So 20%. Now, we know real estate agents, we know people, we know that industry works, right? Who did you buy your house from, right? We know it works, but we know it's a high failure rate. My mom, hopefully she's not on here. I'm going to make fun of her for a second. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. She's always like, oh, go get a real job. And then she's like telling me, you need just go be a real estate agent. And I'm like, real estate agent? That's just as high failure rate as some of these industries I've been a part of. This is crazy. Why would you say that, right? All industries pretty much have a high failure rate. Go look, like if you go apply for a job at a call center, ask them what their turnover rate is. It'll probably scare you. Chances are they won't even want to tell you that. Right? The average network marketer recruits 2.4 people in their lifetime. I said that as a stat because I'm a network marketer by trade, right? I've been doing it for what, 4.5 years, 5.5 years, and it's a high failure rate. 2.4 people is not enough to build a massive downline. So that just goes to show you, right? The NCAA. I am a huge sports fanatic, so I give all different types of professions. The NCAA found that 11.6% of college baseball players play in the major leagues. Okay, Well, 11.6%. That means what? 89% or 88.4% fail or don't make it. Okay? I mean, that is insane. That is such a high failure rate. But guess what? Here's the good news. You're not average, and you have me. So guess what? We wanted to be upfront with the numbers, but guess what? You can go out there and you can be the person that goes out there and makes it happen. Okay? I was never going to be the person that let these kind of numbers scare me, and thank God I didn't, right? So I just wanted to give you guys that as a word of caution, because I don't want you to think it's just rainbows and butterflies. If this is something you decide to get involved with, you want to go all in. You want to be serious, because if you're not, if you just tiptoe, you'll get chewed up and spit out just like in any other industry. So 81%, right? This is just more on the more stats for you guys to haunt your dreams, right? As for running your own blog, a survey of 1,000 bloggers by blogging.com in 2012 found that 17% are able to sustain their lifestyle or support their family with their blogs, while 81% never make even $100 from blogging. The top 2%, just like in anything, spend less than 2 hours a day blogging, but make more than $150,000 a year. But guess what? Some of them even make $150,000, $200,000 a month. Okay, so you just got to ask yourself, hey, listen, did I get into whatever industry I wanted to get into to be average? I'm always like, no, I'm not going to be average. And so that's why we want to give you guys these stats, so you know, and you can prepare yourself to go out there and make it happen. Now, this is, even this guy on Quora thinks that most bloggers don't make an income. I'm not going to read it all, guys. It's a super little writing, but basically, hopefully you guys are catching this, right? There's a pattern here. Most people from the blogging industry don't make it, right? It's an 80-20 rule in pretty much any industry you look at, okay? Now, I want to be honest. The point of all this is not easy, right? It's not easy to make money with content marketing, just like in anything else. That's the point of all of this. Okay, so what do you do to defy the odds? Here are your options, right? You have a few of them. Try and figure it out yourself. Okay, I said it equals wasted time. I got into internet marketing and blogging, and I think about 11 months in, I had made no money. Okay, now I've made, I'm a six-figure earner from behind my computer now. Okay, but I fell on my face. Looking back on it, and me and Erica always talk about this all the time. The smartest thing I could have done was got a coach. The smartest thing. Why is it? It's just like in anything. Get a mentor, get a coach, because they're going to tell you what they failed at, and they're going to tell you what they succeeded at, and they're going to help you cut the learning curve in half, right? Download free ebooks. This is another strategy. Free ebooks, join webinars in hopes to learn the secrets of the successful. I have it down as wasted time. Not that you're wasting time on here, but if that's your only goal, right, that's your only strategy to go out there and make millions of dollars from behind your computer, you are wasting your time, right? This is where you want to start. It's not where you want to finish. The best thing you can possibly do, in my opinion, is find a mentor. Myself, other people, it doesn't matter. Like whoever's coaching you, whoever's mentoring you. Let's say you wanted to be a professional baseball player, right? You're going to want to go find somebody who's been a professional baseball player, who can teach you the ins, the outs, tell you how to do certain things that other people aren't doing, right? Where they failed, where they succeeded at. It's all about cutting your learning curve in half, saving yourself time, energy, and hopefully money. Now find a mentor, right, or community and commit to figuring it out. Now, this is what I made in my first 6 months after I was falling on my face, seven-figure dad. In my first 6 months, when I finally started taking it seriously, profited an extra $16,000 from blogging. Okay, this included a mix of affiliate marketing, consulting, web design services, AdSense, t-shirt sales, and e-courses. Okay, not that impressive. I know, 16,000, but hey, listen, it's still more than a lot of people make at their job, but guess what? I think it was over a year and a half ago is when I really started making a lot of money, almost making this per month, okay? Per month. I'm telling you, things can escalate when you start taking it serious, when you find help, when you find mentorship, and it really helps you take your business to another level. Now, so let me ask you, I know we had limited time, and I wanted to respect that. Given the time we had, did we do a good job today of giving you stuff, even if you left this room right now, that you could use in your business tomorrow, right? Because there was a lot of people that, there was a lot of people that work with me on different projects that I wanted to get on here tonight. right? Regardless of whether we work together in the future on things online, I wanted, because I knew that things that I was going to be going over tonight could help you in whatever business you're involved with. Because like I said, if you're not online with your business, you're not in business. So let me know in the chat by saying yes or no. And guys, just real quick, I'm sweating like crazy. I'm going to grab a cold drink of water here real quick and go ahead and put yes or no if this has been helping you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I love seeing the people, getting involved with the chat. And last time I did this, we didn't actually have a chat box. It was really cool, kind of seeing where everybody's at. So now you have two options. Okay. Option one: take everything you learned here and go out and trial and error your way to success. It can happen. But I kind of bring you back to those numbers. Those numbers were really scary, especially if you're going to be that person that just kind of wanders and trials and errors and whatever. Option two: take advantage of a laid out path and make your success faster and easier. As you can see in the quote below, I love quotes. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? I can show you the information. I can show you what to do, but I can't make you take advantage of it, right? So we're going to get into, like I said, the Father's Day special. Okay, don't get scared, don't get nervous, right? I had your word. If I delivered the goods, I was going to lay on an amazing Father's Day special at the end, and that's kind of where we're coming to, guys, because I know it's Father's Day, and I don't want to keep you on this webinar too long, okay? I am offering my online mastery course. Now, just talking about the value right now, valued for this course right here is at $5,000. Okay, this is what I normally charge for my coaching clients. What we go over: content marketing, establishing your brand, launching your blog, social media training, how to create a sales funnel, right? You want to make that money on autopilot, email marketing, which is something I'm just super passionate about, and monetizing your website, right? How to actually get paid, right? Where we want to do this. Some of you guys might go out there and actually make this thing a hobby. Some of you guys want to go out there and actually make this thing a profession. And I'm telling you right now, it's important to know how to monetize your website as well as those other categories I just went over. Now, what will we go over, right? Launching your blog. I will either walk you through how to set up your blogging website to match your brand and style, right? Social media training. I will show you how to dominate multiple social media platforms, attract potential customers, and create branding synchrony. Here's an awesome little thing I wanted to tell you guys. My wife has a website building business, right? She designs websites, helps people with brands. She's getting 100% of her leads right now, other than referrals, from a funnel that I showed her from Instagram. One of the many funnels we'll be going over, obviously, how to utilize your social media training. I mean, it is amazing. You can go to the park, you can go on vacation, you can hang out with your family, and still be getting leads, still be getting appointments, still be getting sales, all from your social media, which we hang out on all day long, right? How to create a sales funnel. I will go over how to take potential customers through a series of different funnels all the way to a sales conversion. We will also go over ads, as well as setting your sales funnel on autopilot so that you can make money while you get this sleep. If you're a parent like me, you love sleeping. What's really awesome is when you go to bed and you wake up with more money than when you actually went to sleep. That is the best feeling in the world, and that's one of the things that we will be going over. Now, what else will we be going over? Email marketing. I will show you how to build your list, email potential customers, and even set up autoresponders. A lot of people think, hey, listen, internet marketing, this sounds like, blogging, this sounds like I'm going to be so busy. Yeah, you might in the beginning. But if you do this right, this is why people do online marketing, is so that they actually aren't sitting in front of their computer all day. I'm from network marketing and I love the industry, but one of the things that I've noticed is when you do network marketing, especially offline, you are married to that business. All you think about, all the people you talk to, it's network marketing, getting leads. Because like I said, with my mom's business, my mom's pasta shop, every time somebody walks through that door, that's like probably one of the only people you're going to see all day. Right? But when you do this right with email marketing and social media and all that stuff, there's so many people out there. And when you set up autoresponders, now you're not even sitting in front of your computer emailing people. It's doing it for you. And that's amazing, right? Monetize your website. Essentially, guys, how to get paid, how to turn your content marketing, how to turn your blog, how to turn your website, your brand in general, into a money-making powerhouse. Now, bonus, right? Unlimited access to the Wealthy Network courses. Okay, this will be an opportunity for you to have unlimited access to all my current future courses and trainings in relation to internet marketing. Okay, this is a $5,000 and growing. I think it's actually more than 5,000, but it's a $5,000 growing value, and it can be yours as part of this. The Wealthy Network, in a nutshell, guys, is essentially a free membership site that we have, but we have paid courses on there because we know that some people are go-getters and saying, hey, listen, I'll just pay for the course. I don't need my handheld. I don't need that coach to help me every step of the way. So we wanted to give you that as bonus access on top of our Father's Day special coaching program, okay? So as you can see, right, we talked about the $5,000 value coaching package. We talked about the $5,000 value from the Wealthy Network. That stuff's adding up, right? We're over $10,000 right now in value. And here's another option right now. We have a 7-figure dad mastermind value, $1,200 monthly. I'm going to be going over a lot of the same stuff, right? Weekly 1-hour next level training on how to set up your blog, make money online, unlimited email access with me, Jesse Belvin, right? Exclusive Facebook page, group of inspiring entrepreneurs to collaborate ideas with. This is actually a newer program. Now, the difference between this and my coaching program is that this is actually going to be more of a group setting. It's going to be less interaction with me, less personal interaction with me, and it's going to be more in the group setting, and it's going to be less time. Now, still very valuable, but guess what? I know I'm a very get in where you fit in type of person. I know that some people are on a budget, some people are here, some people are there. For me, I've always wanted to get private mentorship with people because there's always questions and stuff that I want to get answered immediately from that person that I don't want other people to hear me ask, and that's why I've always preferred coaching. But I wanted to give more of that group setting feel for other people as well. That's a value of $1,200 a month, okay? And we're going to be going over that 1 hour every single week at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're not going to want to miss it. So that's also an option as well. Okay, now let's keep in mind, by going through my coaching program, you'll be getting the training you need to launch and grow your business, as well as having me with you every step of the way. We'll be cutting the learning curve in half. You'll also be developing lifelong marketing skills and getting access to resources and tools that you can use for any business now or far into the future. Isn't that badass? I think it's badass, right? So, guys, kind of coming to the end here, right? Hold on one sec, right? Badass, we all say, right? What does that mean? Okay, what that means is you want this program no matter what. It's just about the investment cost. And if you can afford it, I get it, right? You've seen some of those values. You're probably like, oh shit, like those are expensive. You know, when I get on webinars, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, hopefully, you know, that's not where it's at. Now, I'll be real with you. Those are where my normal coaching clients pay. You know, because I firmly believe if you value yourself at a certain amount and people say, hey, listen, I want this, they're going to maximize their results. They're going to get the most out of it. So I don't apologize at all for my prices, but guys, like I said, it's Father's Day, and those were just the value. So value at $5,000, I want to knock off $2,000 off of my coaching package. I want to knock $2,000 just because it's Father's Day. $997 for the next 3 months, right? Or you can pay it all up front and save yourself $100, okay? So that's one option. Now, in my opinion, that's what I'd be going with, because like I said, I love the personal mentorship, having that, you know, the access 24/7 to Jesse Belvin, that sort of thing, right? I would be going with that for sure. And guys, just because it's Father's Day, you know, Eric and I were talking, we wanted to deliver something really special to the people that got on here. So $2,000 off, no questions asked, $997 a month for the next 3 months. Now, the other thing, the online mastery course, right? It's a $1,200 a month value. We're going to knock it down like crazy to only $35 a month, okay? $35 a month. And you have unlimited access to this brand new group that we've created, which is, like I said, an alternative to coaching if you prefer kind of that group setting. Okay, $35 a month, and boom, you're there, okay? Save $2,000 on this web class if you promise to share your case study, right? This is, guys, I wanted to give one little stipulation because I don't, you know, listen, I love giving discounts, but I think you can do one little thing for me if you decide to go all in with this, okay? You get to save the $2,000 on the web class, but what I need for you is if you promise to share, right, your case study with us after you go through the program and apply what we teach. okay, you will then be a credible authority on the internet. All we ask is that you allow us to use your success as a case study. You'll figure this out if you start coaching, if you start building your brand, if you start doing certain things online that you want to figure out if you did a good job. And if you did a good job, you want people to use their success that you gave them, that you showed them how to get, as a case study. That's the only stipulation, guys, I'm asking for tonight, okay? Now, just one more time, $997 for the next 3 months, $2,000 off. It's a normal $5,000 in value. Okay, $35 a month if you like more of that group setting. Okay, they're only available during this webinar, but here's how I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna give you guys one little extra thing that I wasn't even able to put on here. Okay, one little extra thing. Okay, so you guys can see, here we go. These are the values, okay? All live coaching programs begin Monday, by the way. Just one last thing. Now, I'm not even gonna read this next section because I've already started. I just wanna tell you, I've got one last little thing that I'm gonna throw in for the first 3 people, okay? The first 3 people that get the coaching, the one-on-one coaching program, okay? Now, Erica's gonna kill me for doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyways, okay? The first 3 people that get that access this coaching program, that go all in with this coaching program. I don't care if you save the $100 you pay up front or you extend it for the 3 months and do the $997, does not matter. We will throw in an actual website. She will design you and build you your own website on top of everything else, okay? All you have to do is be one of the first 3 people to take advantage of this. I'm sure there will be more people. Guys, but here's the thing. I can only, for personal coaching, I can't take more than 10 people. I mean, honestly, I probably can't take more than 8, but I'm going to say 10 because, you know, that's at some point it's I got to have a little bit of a personal life. But the top 3, the first 3 people that take advantage of this will get a website on top of it. Everybody else, you'll still get the personal coaching, $2,000 off, still awesome. Or if you prefer the group setting, you can go do that as well. So guys, I'm just wrapping this thing up, okay? One-time payment or payment plan. We just talked about this. You can save $100 or you can do 3 payments of $997. And once again, the value $5,000 and the value $1,200 on the group setting, depending on which one you want. Only available during this webinar. Thank you. I want to close this out, okay? You know, I look back on my entrepreneurship, you know, journey. I was working a job I hated. I was depressed on my life. I wasn't fired up about where I was going. And, you know, I remember my friend, he called me and he said, hey, Jesse, like, you know, I've stumbled across this thing. He was talking about online, you know, the journey, network marketing, internet marketing, all this stuff. I remember him talking to me about it. He's like, hey, I linked up with some successful entrepreneurs, that sort of thing. Had a really awesome conversation with him. And I remember looking back at my life and being like, well, I don't really have a lot of money to invest in these projects or anything like that. And I just remember kind of feeling empty. But, you know, the thing that really got me going is I kept saying, hey, listen, if my friend goes out there and he becomes this entrepreneur, right, which I've always associated with being broke, but if he goes out there and becomes an entrepreneur and he succeeds and he makes it and he kills it, I will never be able to live that down. And to me, that sounded way worse than going out there, going all in, trying to make it happen, and, you know, falling on my face a few times. So I looked at that and I said, listen, I am not going to be that person that misses out on something special, like my friend was telling me about, you know, 5.5 years ago. And I thank God every single day that I took his call and that I took it serious and I jumped all in. And guys, I'm saying the same thing to you. I don't care where you're at in your life. I don't care what you do for a living, what your background is. You have an opportunity right now to change your life. You know, it's Sunday night. I know that 70% of America hates their job. And, you know, the average person doesn't smile until 11 a.m. on a Monday morning. More people have heart attacks on a Monday than any other day in the week. And for myself, I want to be able to give something that's, you know, that helps with that. So anyways, guys, wrapping this thing up, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And here's the cool thing. We've already sent you an email with the offer. If you want to take advantage of it, definitely do so. I would recommend it. Get in where you fit in, guys. But like I said, only the first 3 people will get a website built for them. So with that, take care, guys. Have a wonderful night. And if you're getting on here from Facebook, you just click the link. Definitely reach out to me and I can send you the link with the offer as well, guys. We don't want you to miss out. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll be talking to you soon.